Hi dear all. This is Joanna Velez for the subject Biopedagogical Characteristics of Education. I was asked to record a video answering some questions about the movie that is a main part as I couldn't join the web conference. So let's start. The first question I am going to ask to answer today is describe the characteristics of the ecological niche where Ishan lived. Okay, Ishan was a child, the main character, and his niche refers to his immediate environment. Here we include his house, his school, his neighborhood. So let's start with his house. It is located in a urban area, specifically Mumbai, India. He belonged to middle class residential family. The surrounding consists mainly of buildings, houses, and the green spaces and vegetation are limited. Now about his school. The school environment is structured and very formal with classroom backgrounds and academic activities. At the beginning, the school is a source of stress and anxiety for Ishan because he is suffering from a disease called dyslexia and he's struggling with it. And the lack of understanding of his teachers makes him struggle with it. Um, Ishan's niche includes interaction with peers, teachers, neighborhood, and other members of his community. These interactions, of course, play a significant role in shaping his identity, his self-perception, and understanding of the world. This film portrays elements of Indian society, of course, their traditions and values, and how they influence Asians' upbringing, beliefs, and aspirations, we could say. Now, the second question is how has been the language process that Ishan has gone through, and what is its role in the development of his emotions, behaviors, and life expectations? His languaging process refers to the journey of learning to express himself both verbally and non-verbally in a way that aligns with his thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Of course, this process depends on his emotional, behavioral, and life development as it impacts various aspects of his personal growth and well-being. As I mentioned before in the first question, of course, all the Indian society aspects are going to influence him in the development of this process. Okay, at the beginning, Ian struggles to articulate his emotions and experiences because of the disease we already mentioned. The pressure, the academic pressure, and the expectations, his parents' expectations that are really high, um, are like a main thing in the way he articulates his emotions. Mm, the second part of his school is when he was transferred to the new school, where he meets his art teacher. His art teacher that is called Ram Ram Shankar, I think, discovers that this boy has a great talent for art, for painting, and he learns to express himself through art. He is confident and authentic. He finds a way through art, he finds a way to channel his emotions and process his thoughts and communicate with his inner world, and express it to others. Um, okay, the next question is, the next question is, okay, let me see, I don't remember what is the third question. The third question is, remembering your life as a child, did you ever experience a situation similar to Ishan's? Well, and what did you feel? Well, I have to say that during my childhood years, I never experienced any situation like Ishan. I cannot describe how it feels because, as I told you, I have never been through it, so it's difficult for me trying to explain this. From my own perspective, I can mention of what I felt while watching this movie, but not as something personal. The next question is, what elements of the mediation through the cognitive map could you apply if you were the English language mediator in the Ishan course? Okay, I think not only with Ishan, but with every single student, it's important to understand their unique cognitive process. We as teachers know every student has a different way of learning. So we need to know how they perceive the learning, how they process the information, and how do they retain it. Here, it would be a great idea to involve conducting assessments to identify the strengths and weaknesses of every student, no matter if they suffer from dyslexia or any other cognitive disease or a special condition. That would be the first thing, to tailor um, their individual needs and abilities, of course. Now, taking into account that Asian has artistic talent, I would also use, or yes, I would use um, visual spatial uh, activities, incorporating visual learning aids like diagrams or charts, illustrations, multimedia, presentations to combine English language concepts into a more visual, engaging manner, because this type of students are more visual than the others. Um, Also, it's important to recognize the students' preferences and modalities. Nowadays, with this technological advance, students tend to be more technological than the previous students. No, every generation brings different necessities and different challenges with them. So it would be a great idea and offer, of course, as we're saying this, we should offer as teachers multimodal learning experiences, visual, kinesthetic, learning channels. Um, a good idea what I could that we could see during the movie is that his brother used to tell him tales. So it would be a great idea to use storytelling or songs or videos or hands-on activities into the English language curriculum. We could see that in the first school, education was traditional, very formal and strict. This type of students need something more practical, something that let them feel the center of their learning process. Um, what attitudes do you assume as a teacher when you have students with negative behaviors? And which ones would you like to change? Okay, sometimes I think it's normal for us teachers to feel a little helpless or powerless to address the root causes. Um, it is necessary to have someone to guide us as well, because we are teachers, but we do not know how these diseases work. So I think sometimes it would be a great idea to have the help of a psychologist or a person who is specialized in treating this type of diseases. They could give us a hand, and not always at school or universities we find this help. So, what would I change? To change, all teachers should recognize and respect the students' individual, to tailor instructions and support strategies to better meet students' diverse learning um, and behavioral needs. Well, that's it. Thank you so much, teacher. I hope I could receive your feedback as soon as possible. Thank you so much, and I hope to be joining the next web conference with you. Thank you so much. Have an excellent night. Have a good one.